Tonight, health officials and community groups sending an urgent message ahead of Christmas. Hospitals and medical workers are reaching their breaking point.
Tonight, the available ICU capacity in the Bay Area stands at just above 11%, and that is a record low. And an even more dire picture statewide, just about 1% of ICU beds are still free. As the virus spreads, so do efforts to protect the community. KPIX5's Joe Vazquez is in Oakland tonight, where it turns out reaching one of the hardest hit communities in the Bay Area is not as easy as it seems. Joe.
The language you're hearing is indigenous from the Mayan people of Guatemala. It's a dialect called Mom. This radio station called Radio Balam is helping folks from the Mayan community spread the word about a word that doesn't even exist in Mom, COVID.
What does it mean? So it's a contagious disease.
Radio Balam broadcasts in Mom for 2 hours a day from inside Homies Empowerment, an organization that has been distributing donations of food and other necessities to heartbreakingly long lines during the pandemic. Sadly, because of language barriers, many in this community didn't find out how to protect themselves with masking and social distancing until it was too late.
Many members of the community got sick, passed away because of COVID, because they didn't get the message.
Radio Balam is part of a COVID awareness campaign called Resilient Fruitvale, put together by a collective of 14 Oakland organizations.
Why the focus on Fruitvale? Because it turns out Fruitvale is the epicenter of COVID-19 cases in all of Alameda County.
Oakland, and particularly this area in East Oakland, has seen about 40% of the infection rates in the county and the entire county. And we know that the people that live here are immigrants, are low-income people of color.
Many here are from south of the border, frontline essential workers who live in crowded quarters, mostly Latino and indigenous people who struggle with both language and cultural barriers. While Resilient Fruitvale is working to get these folks the help they need, the current surge of the virus is forcing the collective into one of its toughest challenges yet, advising people not to gather in large groups this holiday season.
We as Latinos, as immigrants, we value family, we value community, but we really urge you to stay home, don't gather, and really protect yourself and the community.
In Oakland, Joe Vazquez, KPIX 5.